Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are at war. And it is this war here. We are claiming the Emirate of Fazan, which I believe it's not highlighting for some reason, but I believe that's right down over here. Yeah, that's correct. This is the war goal. So we're going to be raising up our troops here and heading down this direction via an embarkation. How many troops total are we going to need? We have well, they got a holy order, and another group of allies are joining the war. Sure. This is probably more than enough. Yeah, this is more than enough. So we're going to stop gathering here and group these together. We're going to land right here. Cool. So that's going to be pretty expensive. It'll put us into debt. That said, we're making money right now, so we should come out of debt, no problem. Our fortress is finishing up. Our fortress is, plural. Cool. So we're just sailing on over. And we're just going to land here. Gold, you say? Guards seize all of it. Cool. Probably shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. So these guys are kind of running off up over this direction, right? And we do have a Liberty faction here. We'll look into doing something about this. I'm just thinking here, 24 months is a long time in the future. We'll keep an eye on it. Okay, I'm going to grab trebuchets and, somewhere around 20,000 levy troops. These guys are going to head down over here with a siege commander. I just want this to be a tougher siege force than our normal siege force, and I'd like to try to pursue these a little bit. So we're going to re-embark, and that will put us negative in our cash again, briefly. This dangerous faction isn't going away. There we go. Okay, so taking a look at this, 23 months. Sure. I think this is fine. We're going to head on in here. This fight should be no problem. Now we want to bring these forces down and start taking the actual war goal. So this doesn't actually give us anything, right? In theory. I mean, it gave us this illustrious pedestal item, which I suppose we could display. No reason not to. We can definitely do this. There we go. And we can display something in this furniture slot, as well as in this large wall ornament slot. We've kind of been neglecting this, but that's fine. Okay, there we go. We win this battle, fully expected. And we're going to bring these guys southward to protect our siege force, which doesn't really need protection exactly, but we may as well be down here. They're sieging up here. I really don't care about that. I think that's irrelevant. Okay, so we're going to siege, and this is going to go very quick. The question is, do we win just from taking over their capital here? It's a distinct possibility, actually. Okay, so they retreated to their capital, which makes things slightly awkward, but we are in position. Fantastic. We stack wiped that, which is a pretty big deal in terms of war score. That's 19% from battle war score. I like it. Okay, so next up we finish the siege. Does this finish the war? This is going to be reliant on captures. 95%? Wow, okay. That was more than I expected, to be honest. I'm just thinking right now about which castle is closer. 3 months and 2 months. Okay. So in that case, we're probably going to let this fire, this Liberty faction, and deal with that. So we're super close to ending this war, right? We're just going to hop down over here and siege. And this siege will end the war. Assuming that they don't finish... Oh, they left this siege. Okay. So we don't need to worry about that. This is fine. This war's just over. Ticking war score got us there. So we disband our troops. There we go. And we're going to definitely construct a city holding here. Is there any other holdings that need to be constructed? No. Okay. So our fortress has been constructed in Fes. And if I recall correctly, all of these were upgraded to level 4 at the end of last episode. Yes. That is correct. Okay, our vassals are automatically upgrading their own for the time being. That seems fine. And, yeah, I'll accept that guy's ransom for the time being. So we have this location. Is there anything else in this duchy? Actually, yes. We can go after this guy. Now, we are truced to him. And when is that truce going to be over? 19 months? Okay, we can go after this de jure claim in 19 months. I'm okay with that. That's going to net us an additional county. 1 county. So we currently have 54 out of 72 to create the Empire of Maghrebia. I like it. We are going to have to deal with this faction. They're going to fire in 1 month. And this guy is leading it. I'm going to preemptively raise here. And let's go. We still want to be making money, if at all possible. This should be probably sufficient troops. Our brother died in his sleep. Okay, that's all of our troops raised. They can send their ultimatum at any time. Do it. Do it. This ransom is acceptable. This ransom is also acceptable. Cool. So we want to continue to work on these constructions, right? We'll grab our massive stone quarries. There we go. We can also work on our date groves. Cool. Any moment now, this guy will send his ultimatum. But the longer this goes, the worse it is for us. There it is. Okay, so we'll not be threatened. Cool. So we immediately begin a siege of the war leader's capital. Now, the Mongol Empire just collapsed. Cool. And we see that there's these guys right here. I want to leave behind a siege force here. And this is going to be about a 12k, I think. This should be... How many total troops do they have? 56,000? Just doing a little bit of mental math. Yeah, that should be fine. We should definitely put in a siege leader here. There we go. And we catch this guy's primary force. Now, is he personally leading this? No, he is located in his capital. Okay. So that's fine for the moment. I'm just looking at some of these other forces. It looks like they're going to try to group up over here. Seems reasonably fine. 20k supply limits over here is quite generous, actually. So we can do something kind of like this. Once this siege finishes, we'll be able to resupply here, and we'll just siege up here. Keep in mind, we're getting ticking war score by default. They have to take our capital. So I'm watching them come up over here and thinking, this looks juicy. This looks very juicy. Oh, we got a trinket. Neat. I guess we can equip that. And we could also equip this warhammer, theoretically. Sure, why not? Do I have a Crown Regalia armor yet? No, but we do have this beautiful rolling hoop that we can't equip because we're not a child. That's fine. We're going to head on over to this castle. Okay. And we want to hit this force. That is very high priority for us right now. Cool. They are running away, which was fully expected, but we catch part of their force. Only half. Now the question is, can we catch this other half after that stack wipe? I believe the answer to be yes, because they stopped embarking. They probably would have been caught even with the embarkation. We'll see. Well, no, we won't. We'll never know. But they probably still would have been caught even with the embarkation, hence why they stopped it. Now, I'm noting this force moving up. We'll get here in 31 days, but I think we have to go this direction to prevent them from hitting our siege force. Also, there's these guys here. which is potentially enough to cause problems for us, but they're a ways away yet. Yeah, they don't want to fight this. Those guys got stack wiped. Straight up. This is really, really bad for them. This war's over. We just finished a task. That was a conversion. Cool. We'll continue to work on converting. Were we working on a cultural conversion? Hang on. Did that not go? Oh, the vassal's contract protects their lands. Okay, got it. And we can also promote culture over, say, here. Cool. Okay, so this battle could end this war. We'll see. Not quite. It was close. We do get a stewardship perk available, and we will take golden aplomb. Cool. This siege will be done in 7 months. Between that and ticking, that'll end the war. However, there's this force up here that they just raised up. Sounds okay to me. We can go after them. A peasant revolt? Hilarious. Okay, keep up the good work. Our castle is rat-free. Beautiful. 95%? I was hoping for a little more than that, but it'll have to do. The siege will end in 4 months, and that's fine. Okay, yeah, this is okay. I'm not too concerned. We'll just wait for ticking and or this siege, whichever happens first. This war's pretty over, and there's not much that they can do. So we definitely want to continue to work on increasing our income. And that is certainly something that we are doing. Okay, war is over. We will enforce those demands, disband our troops. That's all great. So those guys are put in prison. Not that we're going to do too much with them, although we could go through here and ransom the ones that are the correct religion. There's like this guy here, though. We can't demand conversion from a head of faith, but what we can do... I'm just thinking here. These guys, or this guy specifically, what if we were to try to abduct this guy? Yeah, that gives us a stress level. That's fine. If we were to, from there, invite somebody, only this person could be convinced. That's not very much in terms of strength. Because we need to convert this guy. He's 14. We cannot offer guardianship because his father is imprisoned. Who becomes the head of faith if this guy dies? Can a child become the head of faith? Because if we execute this guy like this, we abandon this scheme. That scheme was not really going to work. If we do that, and then, okay, he is the religious head of his faith. This guy is his heir. But we can force him to convert. Then we can do this. That's a lot of stress. We've gained a lot of stress recently. No doubt about that. We do need to pause here. There we go. And we'll work off some stress. We have a sweaty stench, but it'll be fine. Cool. We also made a friend. Okay, so that's interesting, for sure. We've gotten this situation sort of under control. Sort of. We cannot demand this guy's... Can we revoke his title? No. No, we cannot. But if we can get him killed, that'll be a big deal. These are actually very good odds already as is. So I like it. We'll accept all of this cash. Perfect. And with that, we can now come in over this way and upgrade our income. Magnificent. We're making 237.4 per month right now. And that, of course, means that we can continue to spend our gold on our own personal holdings for a little while here. We need to continue to upgrade over here. Irrigation has been constructed in Marrakesh. Sure. And we can immediately work on... Actually, we definitely want to upgrade our bailiff's office. So let's get that going. Our scheme has been discovered. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate, because these odds are much lower now. Hypothetically, these guys would all join the rebellion. Do we care? I don't think we do. I think we drop this scheme. We look to imprison him. Obviously, it's going to fail. 100%. We raise our men-at-arms. And we raise levy troops. This is sufficient. Based on what we saw there. Okay. So this is going to be a war against tyranny. Which means that we just need to hold our capital. So we're going to group these guys together and come back like so. Then we're going to split off our trebuchets. They don't have that powerful of forces, right? Yeah, 25k. So this seems very doable. We then come down here and we stack wipe this army. Beautiful. We captured his vassal there, so that puts us at 62 war score just instantly. That vassal that we just captured, hang on, we do need a new chancellor. That'll be this lady, and a new steward. That'll be this guy. Oh, yeah, Princess Stefania. Okay, sure. I was like, hang on a moment. With our laws, why do we have a female council member? But yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to hop into our prisoner tab here. And we're looking for rank. This guy that we just imprisoned. Actually, time in prison. Okay, none of these guys are relevant. Noted. So, is this siege going to end the war? It actually might. Realistically. Yep, it does. Beautiful. So that's exactly what we wanted. We enforce the demands. And that means this guy is his current heir. We demand his conversion. He converts. Oh, Pause gave us 2 gold. Neat. Okay, so he converted. Is he still the primary heir? We'll tick it forward a little bit. We'll let it go for like a month tick. Just to make sure. Okay, I think we're good. Now we execute this guy. Done. And that now means that this is held by... This is not the guy it said was going to hold this. Hang on. And he's the religious head of his faith. So it must be, in that case, that this can only be inherited by someone who is of that faith. Which is what I was hoping to prevent by ticking forward and double checking that that other guy would get the heir, or would get the location. But alas, that does not appear to be the case. So we're going to have to do something about this guy now. Okay. And we're just going to have to try to, like, stamp out this faith. But this guy actually was spawned. Out of curiosity. Fascinating. Okay. We're going to do this again. Cool. So this war should be over the moment we finish this siege. Done. We enforce those demands. Disband these troops. This guy is now imprisoned. We cannot revoke his title. But what we can do at this point is negotiate a release on him. We can't demand his conversion because he's a head of faith. This guy's his court tutor. And we can't demand his conversion. But this guy was spawned, so that's not relevant. So what we want to do here is keep this guy imprisoned, I think. Well, we could negotiate him a release with a weak hook. We could also banish him. But I don't think banishing is useful. So we'll get a hook on him this way. Okay. So we've now got a hook on this guy. So at this point, we can arrange a marriage. Yeah, that's only 100. I thought that would be the case. I would love to get a matrilineal marriage here, but we could do something like this. They'll be of his dynasty. And we can't demand him to convert because he's the religious head of his faith. So this wasn't very helpful. I'll have to think about how we want to try to stamp out that faith, because it's been a thorn in our side for a while now. There's no doubt about that. But for the time being, we can actually construct our university up here in Fez, and we will definitely do so. Let's get all of these buildings under construction. Beautiful. And that's all looking good. Okay. So how do we want to handle this situation? How indeed. We could invite claimants, and we probably should do that. We can also extort subjects, and we should definitely do that. Why take a little when I can take a lot? Okay, so that gives us a bunch of gold that we can spend on our castles, and we'll definitely make our way through that, looking for ones that are not currently constructing. Or really, not even just castles, just kind of anything. We're missing cash for that? Okay, sure. So that'll be fine. This ransom is acceptable. Sheikdom of Carcassonne? I mean, that's not helpful. That's in France. We're not interested in that. We can attack this guy, though. Sheikdom of Wadan. So that's only a county level claim. Okay. What other claims were those that we had? We have a de jure claim for this over here, Zawila. And then there's this guy's claim. He has a claim on an emirate. Okay. We're going to need more prestige. So let's go ahead and call a hunt. That'll have the side effect of having us lose some stress, which isn't bad. So we'll call a hunt here. What is this one? Actually, that's a useful claim as well. So we'll recruit this guy to court. Beautiful. Can we attack this guy? Yes, that is a cheaper claim. Noted. Cool. We return home reinvigorated, and now we'll host a lavish feast, dropping down a stress level, which is fine. And we do need to come out over this direction and start upgrading on our trade port again. Cool. There we go. Tadla will also need to be constructing. Beautiful. Okay. They do grow up fast. Okay. Fantastic. So now we have some prestige. We can use that prestige to attack this guy, because this is a cheaper claim. So we can definitely go ahead and press this claim and consider that done. We'll declare this war, and we'll raise up our troops over here. I didn't look at how many troops he'd have. Like 5k? Sure. We probably don't need more than our men-at-arms unless he brings in allies, but I think he will. So we'll just go ahead and do this for now. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will continue to expand. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Kazaral, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, MLohan80, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisil, Kadra, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. That's the word. Fantastic. And as always, I will see you all next time.